welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you watched any of my previous videos. My name is Brittany. Make sure to subscribe if you don't already. If you enjoy all things beauty, a little lifestyle, some travel, all of the above. Anyway, right now we're about to do a little bit of a get ready with me. So I am currently in San Francisco. As you can see, I'm in like kind of a poorly lit hotel bathroom. So let's hope that this I look fine once I'm done getting ready. But I am in San Francisco, like I said. I'm here for a work trip. I work for Sephora corporate, which I don't know if I've mentioned that on my channel before. And I have been working there for about a year. Oh no, did I forget my primer? Oh no, I have it. I have been working for Sephora for like a little over a year at this point, about a year and like 3 or 4 months. But they're based in San Francisco. Live in Chicago, obviously, so I'm fully remote. So I've yet to meet really anyone that I work with. None of us have really met. I mean, a lot of those people haven't met in person either, because everyone's kind of a little all over the place. But we are having an on-site for the next 2 days, so I'm about to meet everyone. So, I mean, obviously, it's Sephora's like a makeup brand, so I'm trying to pull out all my stops, even though like the people I work with are not like, it's not like everyone's like full beat, although maybe they are, because we're just always like behind the camera. So who knows, I'm about to find out. But anyway, I haven't truly like gone into work like in an office, like spent all day working, which I mean, I'm grateful for this because I know a lot of people, a lot of frontline workers, people that are teachers, like things like that, have worked in person all throughout the pandemic. But I haven't worked in person since probably like March 10th, 2020. I think maybe at my last job there was like 1 day where we went in office. But other than that, I have been working from home, which I didn't think I would love working from home when we first started, but I'm addicted now. Like there's no going back. So it's gonna be kind of interesting, to just be around people all day, but then to meet people that I don't know. And I actually did run into one of my coworkers at the airport and we Ubered over together. So I met one person, but like my direct report, like my manager, like all those people, like we have all these relationships that we manage digitally. So it'll be interesting to kind of see like how we all like come together in real life. So like I said, I am gonna try to do some full makeup today, although I really don't really put on a lot of makeup, but I've been practicing for the past few days because I got a couple new products that I'm really excited about. So this is not new, but I've been using the Bobbi Brown, I don't know if this is gonna adjust, the Bobbi Brown color corrector. So I've always been a fan of the under eye color corrector, and this is just like an all over skin corrector stick, and this is in very deep peach. So I've just been using it to kind of brighten up some of my places where I have some hyperpigmentation. And I also have been trying this new, it's not new, it's just new to me, this new method of applying makeup underpainting. So I'm gonna first color correct, obviously, blend all of this in. The lighting in this bathroom is not ideal, so again, I hope that I come out looking okay and not I've applied 25 layers of makeup, because the lighting in this mirror feels very different than the lighting in this camera. So again, like I said, we'll get through it. So I need to meet my coworkers down in the lobby in a little less than an hour, 55 minutes. I mean, this is not gonna take me 55 minutes, at least I hope. Like I said, I haven't been up on doing, okay, that looks good. I think my face is also a little bit puffy. I should have brought my gua sha or an ice roller or something. Okay, so color corrected to the best of my ability at this current moment. Oh yeah, it looks pretty even. Actually, I might do a little bit more under the eye because the eyes are looking a little scary. Also, I've created this fake tripod situation. So, I mean, this is the bathroom mirror. It's not a vanity, but I wanted to sit down because I'm kind of tired. But out in the where this chair was, by the desk, the lighting was not very good because it's early. It's 7 something, and it was raining this morning, so it's a little cloudy out. So I brought the chair in here instead, and then I have my phone up on an ice bucket, propped up, kind of hanging into the sink. So, women in STEM. You work with what you got. Anyway, this is a new like contour stick that I got too. I think I talked about this on my weekend vlog when I like went to Sephora. But this is the Milk Sculpt Stick, and I got this in Sizzle, which it's pretty dark, but it works really well. Like I thought it might honestly be like too dark. Okay, also like I'm not a makeup artist. I know I've said this before, so don't necessarily like take anything that I say to heart, but these things just all work for me. So I used to, when I was like going to the office normally every day, I literally used to do like a full beat every single day, like contour, highlighter, like you name it. And I feel like I was pretty good at it, and probably just because I was doing it every day. But then since no longer doing that, I feel like the first few times I've tried to do my makeup recently, I've like really struggled. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos to like get myself back up to speed, and also just like seeing like what's new out there, like what people are doing. So like, yes, this is a pretty dark contour, but I feel like it blends in really well. And then it also, like, since I'm gonna like do underpainting, so I'm gonna apply my like base over this, it like blends really well. I have been using this brush for a while. Actually, this is just the Sephora Pro Contour contouring brush, and I really like it. So I used to have some like elf brushes, which I do still love my elf brushes, but these, I think they were on sale, and then in addition to getting my employee discount, it was a pretty good deal, so I thought I would like try them, and it does work pretty well. And they're really like, it's compact. I feel like a good size. So again, like I said, I've watched some videos on how to do this. Let's hope I pull it off correctly. I also feel like everyone's always like via Zoom, like, oh wow, your skin looks so great, your makeup looks so great. And so I'm like, oh great, now I gotta like live up to that in person. So hopefully I do. But I don't know, like I kind of like I was saying, since I feel like it's been so long, like years since I've worked in person with people all day, and then also since this is the first time I'm meeting a lot of these people, it is a little nerve-wracking because it's like the first day of school, kind of like, no, it's not my first day at my job, but like usually like our interactions last like the 20-30 minutes that we have a meeting scheduled, and then that's it. So I can like go back to being like kooky random Brittany, but today I'm gonna be on all day, which I think that's gonna be tough, just to be like on the whole entire day. Like I can't go like lay on the couch and take like a 15-minute, maybe I can, I don't know if they have couches in the office, but take like a 15-minute like break to like recoup. So this is the Ami Collet. I really love this concealer. I've been using this for maybe a couple months now, but this is the Ami Collet skin correcting concealer or skin enhancing concealer. I'd been using the Kosas concealer for a while, which I do like that, and I ran out of it, and I'd been wanting to try the Ami Collet products since like they came to Sephora I think it was at the beginning of the year. And so I bought this because I mentioned in like my black owned brands, oh shoot, I should have done this concealer earlier so I could let it sit for a while. Oh well. I mentioned in like the black owned brands recap video that I did that Ami Collet was a brand I'd been wanting to try. And so once it came to Sephora, I bought this, and I've really been liking it. It's like a very similar like texture, I feel like, to the Kosas one. It's not like too drying or too matte or anything, which I like. And then I mean, I always use, oh actually I wanted to use this Refi brow gel, which I didn't know that it had this. I'd been using this for like weeks or maybe even months, and then I didn't realize it had this brush on the other side until I saw someone like use it on social media, and I was like, oh, they must have a different version than I have. And I was like, no, literally mine has this brush too. I just had absolutely like no idea. So again, do I really know what I'm doing when I do my brows and do all these things? No, I just like watch a bunch of different YouTube videos, take the techniques that seem like they're easy enough for me to do, and then apply them to myself. If I want to like, I'm gonna apply this and then let it dry down. Hopefully by the time I'm like done with the rest of my makeup, it will have dried, and then I can fill in my brows with a pencil. I think there are also, these brow gels do come in like different colors. The one that I happen to have is just the clear, and I got this for free from work. It was like in our holiday gratis box, but yeah, it's just like a clear transparent color. So okay, I'm gonna blend in my concealer. I'm using the same brush that I use for my skin corrector. This is the Rare Beauty concealer brush. I love these brushes. Love Rare Beauty in general, but I really like, I have this brush, and then I have the foundation brush too, which I really like. So I'm gonna just blend the rest of this concealer in. Okay. My skin's actually, I feel like, pretty decent today. I mean, most of the time it is, but you just never know. Especially with traveling, I feel like sometimes I like wake up the day after I've flown somewhere and I have suddenly like have a pimple. And so a tip I learned from the YouTube or the TikTok girlies is always to like blend your concealer up. See, like, look how puffy my under eyes are. It's because I'm a little tired. But to always blend your concealer up, because it helps like lift your eyes. Like you can kind of tell a little bit. It's not like super obvious, but like it's almost like I got a little mini facelift on this side. So again, these tips don't come from me. These come from like the TikTok professionals that I follow. So some of my favorite like TikTokers are, and I mean, I mostly, when I follow makeup people, I follow women that are, or men, but what people that are like about my complexion and roughly-ish my age. I do follow some younger people too, just to get like trendy like kind of ideas. But I want to follow people that are like close to my age because we'll have like similar like skin-ish, not skin issues, but like some of the makeup techniques that like a lot of like younger people do would be like a little, like especially a lot of the under eye stuff would be a little too much for someone in their mid-30s like I am. So Makeup by Shayla is one of my like really favorite makeup TikTokers, and I can tag all of them. So I'm also using this what is this called? It's the Merit like cheek color. I think they're called Flush Bomb. It's just in the color Mood. I've been obsessed with these. So I bought this like on my own like a while ago, and then I got one actually again in my gratis box from work around the holidays. So I was like so glad because I'm like, yeah, this is like my favorite color blush. But yeah, Makeup by Shayla is one of my favorites. And then I also really like, I can't remember if her name is Gloria or Glorilla. Glorilla, I know, is the rapper, but I can't remember what her handle is. But she's really dark skinned. She's pretty young, but she just always like shares really good like products and tips and stuff. So I really like following her too. And there's a few others that I really like, and I can't remember their handles off the top of my head. So, but this is a new product that I'm really, really excited about. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood something filter, which I've never bought anything from Charlotte Tilbury before, but I do really like this product. So it's not really a foundation. People say that you can use this under a foundation and then we could mix it in with foundation. I think that would be way too much coverage personally, but I also just like haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup. So anything I put this on the first day, I was like, oh my God, this is like way too much makeup to be wearing. But it's just like comes with this little applicator and a little liquid bottle. I bought shade 7, which is Deep Rich, which is actually like a pretty perfect match. It's only $14, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm addicted. I feel like it's like very smoothing on my skin, and I really like it. So what I'm gonna do is, since I applied all that stuff, like my blush and contour and all of that, like underneath this, I like just dotted it in on places where I didn't already have product, and I'm just gonna kind of like blend it in. This is just like an e.l.f. powder brush, but I've been using it for this. I think this is probably $2, and I bought this easily 5 years ago. But I really like it. I like that like e.l.f. products. I know they're really inexpensive, but I feel like the formulas are good. And like for instance, this like e.l.f. Halo Glow, how it's like a knockoff of, or dupe I should say, of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood blah blah blah. This one is clean and the Charlotte Tilbury one isn't. So that was like also a selling point for me on like wanting to buy this, because obviously, like I've said before, I like mostly try to buy clean products. So that was a selling point for me. Okay, so I'm just mostly blended this in. Oh, I forgot to put some contour under my chin. Oh well, like I said, I feel like I'm just not good at, or like I don't keep up with, I like forget sometimes, like, oh yeah, I wanted to do this when I was doing my makeup too. So I'm not in like the best routine yet. Okay, so that's kind of the base. I mean, it's very shiny or like very glowy. Again, these like puffs under my eyes are really driving me crazy. I'm gonna wear glasses today anyway. Then I'm gonna take this like Rare Beauty, what is this called? The under eye brightener, I think. Yeah, it's under eye brightener. I use this in color medium deep, just to like brighten under my eyes a bit more. And then I'm gonna set all of this. Okay, so it's a little bit brighter under the eye, but it's not too heavy. Okay, so I'm gonna set with a powder puff. just to use this kind of like brightening powder. So this is the Makeup Forever. This is the product that's new to me, but I mean, I know a lot of people have been using it for a while. This is the Ultra HD setting powder. Again, I'm very obsessed with this setting powder, and I have this in the color, what color is this? 5 Cyan. And so I have, this actually comes with a powder puff too, like a Makeup Forever one, and then I have an e.l.f. one. Actually, that's what I'm gonna use today. And then I also have a Sephora brand one too. But I try to like shuffle through them so that I can wash them. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply this like under my eye. And we'll end up dusting a little of this off, so it's okay. There's like a little extra. Uh-oh. Again, these are like rules I've made up based on what I've watched other people do. And I'm also just gonna apply this to places where like my forehead tends to, or my skin tends to get a little bit shiny. Okay, and just places where I want to like brighten in general. Wow, my face is so puffy. I'm not into it. So, okay, that I think works. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. There we go. Okay. Then we're gonna just wipe this off a little bit with, I'm gonna use this Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Matte Velvet like powder foundation. 24-hour undetectable blurring powder foundation. I've been using this as like a setting powder. So what I'm gonna do with this is my powder brush. Yes. So I'm using the Sephora Pro Collection powder brush. This is number 59. And I'm just gonna like swirl a bit, tap off the excess, and then use this to kind of like really set under the eye, but also wipe away any of that excess setting powder. But I've, again, learned from the girlies on YouTube that using like a powder foundation under your eyes helps to set without like leaving any creases. Oh shoot, I realized I just messed everything up. I wanted to use a setting spray before I set with this powder just to again help set the product a little bit more, but now I'm not even gonna do that because what I found when I've been using setting sprays at the end, for me it's just been making my face a little bit too oily. So what I did do the other day, and like this looked great, is after I did all my cream products, I applied the setting spray and then did like all my powder products on top of it, and it looked great. It was like very seamless, but we're just gonna skip that today because I'm not going back in with the powder or the setting spray now. It's gonna be like too shiny. And I already have a little bit of oily skin anyway. So, okay, so we did that. Go now in with some bronzer. So this is a bronzer. I mean, I've been using this and I think I've talked about this in the past before. This is the LYS like No Limit Matte Bronzer. I use the color Strength Dark, which I think is the darkest color. So I'm basically just gonna use this bronzer to go back over where I applied contour, to basically like set the contour, but also just add a little bit more warmth to my skin. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of eyeshadow on. I have this eyeshadow quad that I really like. It's from the Gwen Stefani makeup line, GXVE. I don't know how to actually say this, but it's like clean. Like I think it's Planet Positive too. Like no animal testing, all of that, and it's a quad in like some really pretty colors. So this is the Just a Girl one, and I mostly use like this brown and then this like reddish color. So I'm just gonna put that a little bit on my eyelid, not too much. And I don't really wear a lot of eyeliner. I might have put it on today. I know it's like I said that, but did I really mean it? Because I like rub my eyes so much. I think again it's from like not really wearing makeup that often to now then going into wearing it, and I kind of forget, and I've been rubbing my eyes and it like smears all over the place. But I think what I'm actually going to use is this dark brown pencil. This is a Sephora Collection like retractable eyeliner. It's allegedly waterproof. I don't know about that. This is just the color brown in number 8, and I think I'm just going to do it a little bit on like right above my lash line, just to add like a tiny bit of drama and wing it out just a bit. Again, will this be gone in an hour? More than likely, but it's a little fun. And at least if it's like this dark brown instead of a true black, if it does smear, it won't be as like obvious. Okay. Okay, so I did eyeshadow. I'm just like going through the checklist to make sure I remember everything. Oh, I need to go back in and fill my brows. So I'm gonna use the Kosas Brow Pop. This is the best brow pencil I've ever used in my entire life. This is just, I use the color black brown, I think. Yeah, brown black. And I'm usually pretty fickle about eyebrow pencils. Like I use the e.l.f. one that's $2 for years because I would try other ones that were more expensive and they just like didn't sell me on them. I was like, why am I paying $20 for this when I can use the e.l.f. one and it does the exact same thing? But I tried this one and now I am actually obsessed with this. Okay, so that's that. I don't want to look like too like, I almost don't recognize myself because I feel like I never wear this much makeup. Like, who is that girl? Okay, and then I'm gonna basically like, so I don't know if I said this, but a tip I learned, and this was like new information to me, so I don't know if other people knew this, but like a good way to like make sure that your like cream products last longer is to basically set them with powder besides just your setting powder. But like, so how I like set my cream contour with like that bronzer, and now I'm gonna set my cream blush with this powder blush. So this is the House Labs Color Fuse blush in Acai Sky. Love this. Like this is, I've only used it like twice, but I'm obsessed with it. And again, I saw this from a girl that was about my complexion on TikTok. She shared it. She actually had used, I think, like most of the House Labs colors, and this one I just like, this like really spoke to me because I mean it's a little brighter than this, but like it's like a decent, it's like kind of a close match, but it's very, very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. But I am gonna apply it just on like the apples of my cheek going up. And I'm like a blush girly, so more is always, oh, okay, more is more, but like there's a fine line. So I'm gonna apply on the apples of my cheek, going up, and then a little across my nose. Is that too much? No. I guess I could always like blend it out a little bit. Okay, one of the last things I'm gonna do is, oh yeah, so here's the this is again by LYS Beauty, pressed highlighter powder. This is in the color Fearless, Warm Bronze. So I'm just gonna use this, oh yeah, this brush was like an old Sephora collection. This is the old. It's like a part of a magnetic set, but I also have a highlighter brush from that same set too. I didn't even buy the whole entire set to like be able to put it on the magnet. I just really liked these two brushes. I needed a highlighter brush and a blush brush at the time, and I think they were on sale. And this was like probably 5 years ago. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit of highlighter, like on here and along the bridge of my nose. Okay, and I think that's it. Okay, so let's go through my checklist to make sure I like remembered everything. Oh, I'm already realizing something I forgot. Okay, so I did eyeshadow. Oh, mascara, I need to do that. Eyebrows, a little eyeliner, blush, bronzer, my base, lip. I don't know what lip I'm gonna wear. I also need to put clothes on too. I mean, I hope this didn't take me as long as it feels like it did because I gotta like get ready to go. I don't want to be late on like my first day. Oh, mascara, that's what I'm gonna use. So this is the Sephora collection, Big by Definition mascara. I really love this. It's like $10. It's basically like most of the Sephora collection stuff I feel like is about drugstore prices, but it's really, really good. And I'm not just saying that like because I work there. But I really, really like this mascara. And I had been using the Grande Lash Serum, so I feel like my lashes had grown out a decent amount, and this just like adds a nice amount of volume on the ends. All right, so this is finally last, but not quite least, is I'm gonna apply this I'm gonna apply some lip liner. So this is the Kosas Hot Liner. This is discontinued. You can't even buy this anymore. So I'm like using this sparingly and like holding onto it with your lip. At the time that I bought this, I wish I would have known it was gonna be discontinued and I would have bought 50 of them. But this is like I feel like it's like the perfect brown. It's like not a drying lip liner. It's just like, I really love it. So I mean, this is in the color Supreme, I think, but like I said, you can't even buy this unless you get it on the black market. So I have another brown that I think I'm gonna start using once this runs out, but I hope this never runs out. So I filled in my lips a little bit, and I'll probably put on, I have this Merit lip oil. I don't know where it is. I think it's in my carry-on, that I will probably put on top of this, but that's basically like my makeup for the day. I mean, it doesn't look like it definitely looks like I have makeup on, but it doesn't look like too overdone, I don't think. But the lighting's not bad. So what I need to do next, obviously, is get dressed. So if you watched actually, this is my last video. It was a try-on haul for my most recent Rent the Runway shipment. I talked about that I was trying to find something to wear for this in-office trip and try on a bunch of different outfits. So I think for today, I'm not even gonna wear any of those outfits that I tried on there. Which of course not. Why would I make things easy on myself? But I think I'm going to wear, just I have an oversized button up, some flare leg bottoms, and platform sneakers. So actually those are some things that I did wear in that video. I just didn't wear them all together. But I saw I went to a comedy show on Sunday night before I came here, and this girl had this really cute outfit on, and it inspired me. And I was like, ooh, that's what I should wear on my first day instead. So okay, let me get dressed. Let me do that. I also need to do a little bit of something to my hair, and I'll come back and show you the full look all together, and then we'll go to work for the first day in a long time. Again, it feels like the first day of school, so wish me luck. All right, so I'm fully dressed. You can see the makeup a little bit better in this lighting. Okay, maybe it's not as great as I thought, but you know what? It's gonna work. Oh, I might pick my hair out really quick. I'm actually ready with 5 minutes to spare. So, I want to throw on a quick necklace. Okay, so maybe I'm actually not ready, but for the most part I am. So I'll show you the final look. So I just have on this oversized button up from Abercrombie, and these jeans are actually from Abercrombie as well. Both are a little wrinkly, but I did have to iron this shirt. I don't even own an iron at home, so I haven't used one, I feel in literally years, but it was so wrinkly. And then my platform super sleek 72s from the Ivy Park collection, and that's it. That's the full look. This just felt very comfy and easy to wear, and also felt very me, so I wouldn't feel uncomfortable all day long. But that is a wrap on today's video. Make sure to follow my San Francisco vlog coming out. It'll be in about 2 weeks from when this video drops. And if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I'll see you on the next one.